Hello crafting. In this video we'll be making this beaded fabric tassel earrings. If you're new here, you're all welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. I am Ibiwari. Let's get crafting. The items we'll be needing is displayed on the screen, so we'll just get to work. So to start off with, I'll be working with this soft Gele fabric. You can work with any fabric of your choice. So you need a round surface to take your measurement. My measurement is about 2.5 inches, almost 3 inches. You can reduce it or increase the size. So you just need a round flat surface. Then use your tailor's chalk to measure it round your fabric to get a perfect circle. The aim for this is just to get a perfect circle to work with. And when we do this, we'll need another smaller circle in the middle of this bigger circle. Now the smaller circle I did in the middle is about 1 inch. I did about 1 inch small circle, and your measurement when you're tracing it out, it should be at the back of your fabric, please, because we have to sew it. So if you use the good side of your fabric, you cannot turn it to the wrong side. So it's best you measure it on the wrong side of your fabric. Then we'll go ahead and sew it round. We'll sew the bigger circle now, not the smaller one, the bigger circle. But the smaller one, we use pin to hold it down so it won't move it won't move while we are sewing it down. So now I'm done. I've cut out the excess fabric. I'll do that for the both ears of the earring we are making. So when I cut it out now, for the smaller circle, I'll just snip a little bit at the center just to get an opening. When I get my opening, then I'll cut it out round that's where I traced. This will help us turn our fabric inside out, so we can turn our fabric to the good side after tracing out the where we made our markings, our 1 inch markings. So when I'm done tracing it out, I'll just turn my fabric to the good side. Then I'll do some little beading before I get to proceed with the earring. So here I'm trying to turn out the fabric to the good side so we can get to work. If you're yet to join the crafting, just click on the subscribe button below to join the crafting for more headwear tutorials, fashion accessory DIYs, millinery tips, and many more. Hit that notification bell so you'll be the first to be notified when new video drops. So after turning it out, I just use my hand to ensure that all the ends comes out well, so they sit properly without any rough patch. So I just use my hand to just do it a bit to let it sit properly. Now this part, I want to add some seed beads to my earrings. This part is totally optional. You don't have to use seed beads for your earrings, but I just want to add a little bit of seed beads because my fabric has like embroidery design on it. So I want to use seed beads to trace those embroidery design on one part of the earring to just accentuate it more. So that's what I'm doing here. And for my beading needle, I use size 12 for this project, and I'm using seed beads, gold seed beads for this project. So you can totally skip, for your own earring, you can totally skip the beading. So if you don't want to add beads to it, you can leave it. But if you want to add beads to it, you can go ahead to do your own beading. And if you want to see more beading videos, more beading patterns of beading brooch and other things, you can leave a comment in the comment section so that I'll do more kind of beading videos close up so you can see how I get to do those beading with my beading needle and my beads. So but for this project, I just want to add a little glam to my earrings by adding my seed beads to my earrings. So that is what I'm doing now. And but if your fabric does not have any pattern on it, you can use your tailor's chalk or anything that you can use to trace on your fabric the pattern you want. So you can just go creative, any kind of design you want, trace it on your fabric, then use your beading needle and your beads bead along those traced line. That is how you get your designs coming out. However you trace your on your fabric and you bead on it, that is how your design will come out when you're done, when you're finished. So keep that in mind, so you can go creative and do lots of design with beads on your fabric. So not just for your uh earrings and any other thing. So I'm done beading, so I want to do a running stitch around the center, that center circle, to bring it together. So I'm done with it. This is the outcome. I've done running stitches around the center, then drew it and brought all together, so to form this tassel like, fringe like earring base. So I'm just going to knot off my thread so my thread will not loosen out. I'll knot it off, then we proceed to making our earring proper. Proceed to make it in our earring. So now after knotting my fabric, now I'll go ahead to use my head pin to pass through this fabric, that small hole. The after making our running stitch, you still have a little tiny hole, so I'll place one bead on my head pin and pass it through that hole, so it gives it like a cover base at the bottom. Then I'll start adding my beads. This is just a gold bead I am using. You can use any kind of bead. You can use crystal beads, pearl, any kind that you want, anyone that catches your fancy you can use. So I'm just placing my beads, and depending how long or how short you want, I'm going with the full length of my pin, but you can actually cut it off and make it short if that is what you prefer. But I just want a longer earring. Now when I'm done with my gold bead, I added a couple of seed beads to this same to my strand. I added a couple of seed beads just to give it some extra beads on my earring. Then when I'm done, I'll now bend it with my plier just to form a loop, just form a loop. Then I'll pass my earring hooks on it. When I pass my earring hook, I'll now completely close that loop by using my plier to press down. So this is what I'm about doing, forming my loop with my plier. After forming my loop, I will not totally close my loop, because if you close your loop, how can you pass your earring hooks? So I'll first of all form the loop, then pass my earring hook. When I've placed my earring hook in the loop, I will now totally close it with my plier. So this is the final outcome for the both earrings. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment, share, and like. Till we meet in our next video, like I always say, whatever you can think you can create, be creative.